Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now in this video I'll be running through my 100k challenge that I took with Funded Next. So I'll briefly show you my phase 1, phase 2, and now I'm at a stage where I'm trading live and I'm basically just now waiting for a payout. So this is the homepage. It's a pretty nice website, pretty clean, very easy to use, and I'll just show you the models, which is really the key part. So they gave 3 models. The model I took was the seller challenge. This is their new challenge. It's definitely the superior challenge out of the 3. I took the swap account and the 2-step. I would advise the 2-step over the 1-step, as the 1-step you're only making 3% less overall, but you've got a lot less drawdown to play with. So yeah, the 2-step swap account, swap free is for swing traders. So if you're swinging, then that would probably be better for you. But yeah, the swap account for me, you can get 6k, 15k, 25, 50, 100 and 200k. I've done the 100k challenge. Now, a really nice feature with the challenge is that once you pass phase 1 and phase 2 and you make basically 5% on your live account, you then get a 15% bonus from the phase 1 and phase 2. So you have to make $13,000 overall, which is 13% on your phase 1 and phase 2. And you basically get 15% of that. So 15% of 13,000 is just under $2,000. So once you make 5% on your account, if you made doing a 100k account, you basically get a 2k bonus, which is really nice. So yeah, 15% bonus on the challenger phase, really good. 8% target, really nice. Sorry, for phase 1. Phase 2 is a 5% target, again really nice. Then you get a maximum daily drawdown of 5%, it's pretty standard. And then a maximum overall drawdown of 10%. Usually, well, a lot of firms will have an 8% overall drawdown if their target's 8%. So a little bit of a buffer here from the normal percentage. So quite nice. It's then balance-based drawdown, which is again really nice. It's much better over equity, because equity you can easily hit your daily drawdown percentage if you're holding trades overnight. So yeah, no problems there. And then a really nice feature, which is kind of becoming the industry norm now, which I think it should be, is no time limit. So there's no time limit from phase 1 or phase 2. You can literally take 1 week, 1 year if you wanted to. It doesn't matter. Now this should be increasing the strike rate or the pass rate of challenges. So yeah, as a trader, you don't really want to have the burden of trying to hit a certain percentage in a month, because that's going to force you to take trades that aren't really to your plan. They then have minimum trading days of 5. Now I don't really like this feature. I don't really agree with having minimum trading days. I can see some reasons why they would have minimum trading days, but they're essentially allowing you to do micro lot sizes to pass minimum trading days. So I'll give you an example. I passed phase 2 in 2 days. So I took a trade on the first day that hit TP 3%, and then took a trade the next day that hit TP, but I closed it out at 2% to basically make my 5%. So then I had 3 days to then wait to get my live account, but I could use micro lots basically to pass it. So it doesn't really make sense. I've passed it in 2 days. I should basically then be able to get my account or get my next phase. And so on. So yeah, I don't really like this feature. Commissions, this is really good. So it's $3 per lot. Now they are raw accounts, so it's their own liquidity provider. So it's basically their own broker. Yeah, raw spreads, the fills, and yeah, the fills are pretty good. I don't really see much slippage. And then $3 per lot is really good. Usually on a raw account, you're looking at like $6 to $7 per on commission. So yeah, it's really good. No restrictions on the account, which again really nice. If you're trading news, I wouldn't be trading the high impact news, so like the big boys, so FMC, NFP, and so on. Sometimes some of the high impact news can not give you that much volatility, but yeah, the big boys I would stay away from. At that point, you're basically just gambling. But yeah. And then yeah, no restrictions. And then if you fail the challenges, you get 10% discount if you want to reset your account. And then yeah, there's the price here. So it's well priced. It's pretty much around the industry standard at the moment for the newer prop firms. Okay, so looking at my phase 1 stats. So as you can see, I hit the target. So $8,168. I did it in 6 trading days. I think here's my equity curve. So yeah, pretty smooth sailing equity curve. No real drawdown. Was it even any drawdown? I think I did take some drawdown. Yeah, 1,000 down, so 1% down. Yeah, but no home run trades. Did it pretty smoothly. Yeah, pretty nice equity curve. Now originally I was using a mixture of 50-minute entries and 1-minute entries, so recently I've gone through a change in my trading where I'm entering from 15-minute time frame. At the start of the challenge I was also using one of my 1-minute entry types, but I basically now decided to not use that and just stick completely with the 50-minute entries. So yeah, here's my details here. So I took 13 trades, so that was included in some of the 1-minute entries, which I basically ended up being break even on. And there's my win rate of 53%. Now with the 50-minute entries, it was 1 loss and 3 wins, I believe. So 75% win rate using the 50-minute entries, which I will show you an entry later on in the video. So yeah, there's the stats. So here's my phase 2. So the 5% target was hit here. 5 minimum trading days done, and you can see my equity curve. So that was the first trade I took me to 3%, and then the second trade took me to 5%, which I closed early, but it still hit TP anyway. So yeah, my max loss was $259, so I took $259 in drawdown for one trade. So really nice smooth sailing phase 2, and you see here is my 3 micro lot trades that I took to pass the minimum trading days. So it really was a 100% strike rate, done in 2 trades, and my average risk to reward would have been 2.5. Yeah, so I took a 3% win and a 2% win. So yeah, that's my phase 2. Okay, and then here is the live account. So there was no issues getting my live account other than having to wait the 3 trading days, unfortunately. But yeah, getting the account really easy. Got the emails really swiftly, and yeah, no issues after that. So you can see I'm up $1.967 thousand, and I've only traded 2 days. So my first trading day I took a loss, so 1% loss, and then the next day I took a 3% win. And I'm now basically locking this away and waiting for the payout now. It's a 4-week wait for the payout, unfortunately. So it's usually 4 weeks or 2 weeks for a payout or for your first payout, and yeah, fortunately they have 4 weeks. Now if they could switch this to 2 weeks, that would be obviously a lot nicer. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait 4 weeks basically, and then yeah, my plan is to hopefully make 3% when I get that payout, make 3% next time, and then I'll get my 2k bonus, which would be really nice. So yeah, here's my equity curve. Took 1 loss of 1%, and then yeah, there's the winning trade there. So now I'm just going to go and show you my winning trade. So this was the trade I took on Thursday, which is yesterday for me. So just look at the 4 hour first, and I'll stick it in bar replay to Thursday. So this was Thursday at the time, so we had just taken out 4 hour highs here. So originally we were going to swap this high here, we then pushed up down, demand held, we pushed back higher, taken out both the highs fully. We then had a slight pullback. Now we could have pulled back into this demand zone here, but if we look at our swing range, it was this low to this high, and ultimately we just pulled back into the discount just about, and then we start to see the 50-minute demand take control once again. So this is Wednesday. Let me just fast forward on a little bit more. So after Asia, so we took out the 4 hour highs here and here. We then had a pullback. Now this was that 4 hour demand that I was looking to potentially long from. However, what we did see was we saw some sort of demand here that swept liquidity. I think this was from news. We saw that beginning to hold. So we had liquidity above it from Asia low. That got swept. We pushed higher. So at this point, we saw a potential order flow shift. We took out them highs, but then came back down. So I left then a low here of liquidity. And once that low got swept, the candle that swept it, I had my entry from target 1 to 3R, and see how it plays out. So really quick TP. Yeah, and that's how it played out. Now I've done that really briefly, as I don't really want to completely show my new strategy or my new entries. Essentially, how I'm trading is exactly the same as I was on the 1 minute, but yeah, just completely different entry, just using 50-minute time frame with certain criteria, really strict criteria. So yeah, that's why I've just briefly shown you that. So that was the trade. That's put me in 2% profit. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the payout now, and hopefully there's many more payouts to come, which I will hopefully show on the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.